Imagine a world where the voices of the young are not just heard, but are the driving force behind change. A world where students don't just attend school, but change, actively shape the educational experience. This is not a utopian dream, it's the power of student activism in educational reform. Hello everyone, my name is Syaffaniyatul Qolbi, and today I want to share with you the transformative impact of student activism on education system. The first I want to talk to you the history and impact of student activism. Student activism has a rich history, from the civil rights movement in the 1690s, where students were at the forefront of desegregation, to more recent movements advocating for gun control, climate action, and racial justice. These young voices have consistently pushed the boundaries and challenged the status quo. But why does this matter for education? Because students are the primary stakeholders in the educational system. They are the ones experiencing it firsthand every day. When they identify problems, they do so from a place of intimate understanding and personal impact. And the case studies, an example for this matter is take, for instance, the student led protests in Chile in 2011. High school and university students took to the streets to demand free and quality education for all. Their persistent activism led to significant educational reforms, including increased government funding for public education. In the United States, the Parkland students from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School turned their tragedy into a national movement. They not only advocated for stricter gun laws, but also influenced discussion about safety and mental health in school. Closer to home, we see students leveraging social media to highlight issues such as bullying, inadequate mental health resources, and outdated curricula. Their campaigns have led to policy changes, increased funding, and a broader awareness of these critical issues. So, next to the mechanism of change. So, how do students bring about such change? They organize, they educate themselves and their peers. They harness the power of social media to spread their message far and wide. They engage in dialogue with policymakers and educators. They persist despite the challenges and opposition they face. Importantly, student activism also fosters essential skills like leadership, critical thinking, and civic engagement. These are skills that extend beyond the classroom and into lifelong participation in democracy. So the conclusion of the future of student activism is as we look to the future, the role of student activism in educational reform will only grow. Will only grow. We must support these young change makers by providing platforms voice- for their voices and creating channels for their ideas to be heard and implemented. Educators, policymakers, and communities must recognize students as partners in education system. Together, we can create an environment where education is not just about imparting knowledge, but also about engage, fostering active, engaged, and empowered citizens. Let us remember, as Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, which you can use to change the world. And students with their passion, energy, and unique perspective are the young guard of this are the vanguard of this change. Thank you.